I don't even know how to start this video. My nanny passed away. This was really unexpected. She has been sick for a year to a year and a half, but we just didn't think that we were gonna lose her right now. She passed away on July 16th, so it's been a little over 2 weeks since she passed away. I wanted to make this video because I obviously don't want to brush past this because she was quite a significant person in my life, and I want to make a video dedicated to her and everything that she is to me. If you've been watching my videos for a long time, either since my cancer journey or you just stumbled across my videos recently, you would have known at the beginning that my nanny was in quite a few of my videos. She lived with me, I lived with her and my mom and my grandfather since I was 3 years old, and then we lost my grandfather to cancer when I was 10 years old, so it's just been the three of us since then. We were all very close. We had this bond, the three of us, that was pretty special and pretty unique. I would say that my nanny is more like a bonus parent to me because she helped to raise me. And when I started this channel and I told her that I was going to share and document my journey, she was so proud, and every video that I would upload, she was one of the first people to watch the videos, and she didn't even know how to use YouTube, so I had to show her. She would go and read all of the comments, and if there was a comment about her, she was very proud. She was just a ball of life when she was well. She was someone that was very, very active. For years, she was going somewhere literally every day. She did like line dancing, she played cards, she always went for lunch on Fridays up until the very end with a group of her friends. She was just very spunky. I'm sure you're wondering what happened because I haven't really shared a lot of what's been going on the last year and a half. I know the last video that I uploaded was my birthday video, and that was the day that I took her to the neurologist and they diagnosed her with Parkinson's. If we backtrack to about a year and a half ago, she was starting to experience weakness and she was very tired all the time. And at first we thought, well, you know, you are getting a little bit older and it is normal to feel tired, but it was getting to the point where she could not stay awake. And the reason why she hasn't been a huge part of my videos anymore is because one of the big things was that she was losing a lot of weight, and I know she was very self-conscious of that. She couldn't open anything with her fingers and she couldn't cook anymore, and it just was getting progressively worse. Took her to our doctor multiple times and she just kept getting written off as, oh, it's old age, oh, it's arthritis, but it was not. We eventually got some PSWs to come in and first help her shower because she lost the ability to do that herself. It was just too exhausting for her to do that. And then we, this summer, we got some more PSWs to come and be with her every day for a few hours and help her do things. But also, my mom and I were her main caregivers, like when we didn't have any PSWs, and even like the hours that we didn't have PSWs, we were there to help her, because like I said, it got to the point where it was hard for her to hardly do anything. I would organize her medications. I even had like a medication schedule so that she would remember like when she was taking her medications, and it got to the point where that was even difficult for her to remember. And I won't get into every single detail out of respect for her, because I want her memory to be the lively and vibrant person that she was before that she was sick. But it was just getting to be a lot for her to get around, and her breathing was terrible. And the sad thing is a couple of days ago she was supposed to see a respirologist, because my mom ended up taking her to Toronto because we weren't getting anywhere where I live with our family doctor. So my mom took her to Toronto, and they had referrals, but the referrals were months and months and months away. She even has an appointment scheduled in 2025, which I do want to say that the healthcare system failed my nanny. And yes, we live in Canada, we have free healthcare, but at sometimes what cost? I am very fortunate with my health as of right now that I have some really great doctors and really great resources. And when I went through chemotherapy and radiation, like that part of it, like don't have to worry about paying for it. And that's the really good part about free healthcare. But it's getting to that point of almost like convincing the healthcare system that you are sick, because it's really hard for a lot of people to be believed. It was hard for me to get seen, because like I've mentioned in my diagnosis video, when I was diagnosed, I was kind of ignored because I was a young individual, and it just seemed like my periods were just being crazy, and that's deemed normal. And then now with my nanny, because she was 85, 86 years old, they seem to want to tuck away the elderly people, which is not fair. Elderly people still deserve the same level of respect and care and health care that any other person deserves. The last week of her life, I had gone to my mom's best friend's trailer from Monday to Thursday to have a little getaway. And you know, I feel guilty for that in a lot of ways, but I've been told that like my nanny really wanted me to go on this little like getaway, especially to have a break, because my mom and I were both reaching the point of burnout. Like I wouldn't have had it any other way. I feel honored that I played a huge role in taking care of such a special person, but it was getting to be a lot with school and work and taking care of somebody and watching somebody that you love deteriorate. And it was a really hard transition for me, because I just a few years ago was the patient, and then now I am in the role of a caregiver. So that was also hard to contend with. So I took a little bit of a breather, a little bit of a getaway, and then I came back the Thursday, and she had had a fall. I decided on Friday night that I was going to spend some time with her after work, because some of my friends wanted to go bowling, but I said no, I think I'm going to stay back and spend some time with my nanny. July 13th, the Saturday, that was her birthday, and we went downstairs, and she was having a really hard time staying awake, and my mom put on music. I tried to dance with her in the chair to like wake her up, and she even told me, she said, I can't stay awake. So I had to work that day, and we were gonna have a dinner at my house when I got home for her. But I went to work, I got home, and nobody was home. So I called my mom, and they were at the hospital. My nanny's blood pressure had dropped to like 70/40, and she was taken by ambulance. And I said to my mom, I said, should I come up? And she said, no, like we're just waiting for a doctor. She's probably gonna get admitted. And I talked to my nanny on the phone. She was making jokes. She seemed really calm, and she was excited for me to come and see her the next day. So I had picked my mom up on the Saturday night, and my mom called early Sunday morning to see how her night was, and they said everything was good, that she was just having a nap at that point. And then I also had to work again on the Sunday, so I was at work, and about an hour and a half into my shift, one of my neighbors came to the store. He's been a childhood friend of mine. And side note, my nanny was actually the reason why we became friends, and I had a buddy to play with when I was younger. He came to my work and he said, "Can you get all your stuff? We have to go to the hospital." So at that point I had this like sinking feeling, and I got to the hospital and my nanny had coded and they had to resuscitate her and intubate her. And at this point I think I was in shock, because I decided to take over the role of calling all of our family and letting them know what was happening. It just wasn't in my mind that she was gonna die, because they said, oh, that she's stable now and we'll see about taking out the tube. Then the next day, on Monday, they weaned her off of the sedation and she was responding well, and she was conscious and alert all day. And then they ended up extubating her, and she was talking that night and she seemed to be okay. So we went home pretty late. I think we were home at like 11:30 that night. And then my mom woke me up at 5:30 in the morning on Tuesday and said, we have to get to the hospital. She had a really rough night and we don't know what's going on. So Tuesday was a very, very long day, and they were putting her on BiPAP, but then the BiPAP mask was getting uncomfortable. And then the doctors were even talking about the possibility that she might not have even had Parkinson's because of the difficulty with breathing. They said that it could have been like a disease that mimics Parkinson's. We still don't really know to this day what exactly was happening to her, because like I said, she was supposed to see a respirologist but never got to that point. On Tuesday in the afternoon, the doctors kind of gave her the options that she could continue to use the BiPAP machine on and off, but it wasn't going to be a long-term solution. And if it was what they predicted as being not Parkinson's, Parkinson's is the best outcome compared to the other possible diseases that are mimicking Parkinson's. She had made her wishes pretty clear even years ago, that she did not want to have to rely on something like life support or like a trach, and her quality of life was just going to continue to decline. So she made the decision that she wanted to be comfortable. That was the other option that they gave her, that they would give her some medications to help her feel comfortable so that she didn't feel that labored breathing. She passed away that night and we were with her, and she was holding a picture of me. And one of the last things she tried to say to us, because I had to read her lips because she couldn't speak, and I think her voice had been going pretty hoarse for over a year. Like, she went and saw an ear, nose, and throat specialist a few years ago, and they said that her vocal cords were bowing, and he said, oh, your voice is going to become hoarse, but you shouldn't lose it completely. But honestly, I think that might have been a misdiagnosis, because her voice and her breathing were going downhill. And even the doctors said that potentially it was an upper airway issue and not like a lung issue, which again, we'll never know now. But she couldn't speak after the day after they took the tube out. So she was mouthing, and I was reading her lips. And she said to my mom, one of the last things she said to my mom is Becky gonna be okay? And I told her, I said, I'm gonna be okay, but I'm gonna really miss you. So she passed away, and it's been been really hard. The house feels really empty, but I know that she's not in pain and she's not suffering anymore. If you knew me when I was really little, you would know that my nanny and my Papa Bill were the center of my universe, and they were my biggest cheerleaders, and my nanny was my biggest cheerleader. And I know that she was so proud of the things that I've done and the things that I've been doing. And I asked her, I said, will you be at my graduation, which will be in 2 years? And she said yes, because my godmother and my nanny, they're best friends. And I always remember them saying that they had hoped that they would live until I graduated and I became a doctor and I started my practice. But my nanny won't physically be here, but she said she will be. That's also the reason why I haven't been posting as often as I usually do and as consistently as I usually do, because just trying to juggle all of this, find making videos very therapeutic, and I know that she would want me to continue to do the things that I love to do, so I will be continuing to post videos. And I have filmed some videos that I just haven't uploaded, and she is going to be featured in one of them, and I still think I do want to upload them. It just chronologically is probably not going to make sense. So those videos will be coming at some point, but I still wanted to upload them as I've been filming them, but I wanted to put this video first. Also, I just went to a concert, so there's gonna be a video about that. We also went across the border. It's hard to not feel guilty for doing these things, especially since she passed away just 2 weeks ago, but I do have to remember that she was very excited for me to go on these already planned trips. I do have another trip coming up. I'm going to a music festival with some friends, and we planned that months ago. And when I told her that I was going, she was really excited for me, because I haven't really been able to travel much in my life with all of the health hurdles that I have. So this is like one of my first like bigger trips with my friends. Well, actually my first big trip with my friends and not my mom. So my nanny really wants me to go on these trips and to experience this. So the grief has been coming in waves, and I think still at some points I'm in denial that it's happened. It just kind of feels like she's on a trip and she's coming back. That's not the case. It's gonna take a long time for me to heal. Like I said, she was a huge, significant piece of my life, and it's gonna be really hard to live in a world without her. But I know that she wants me to keep living life to the fullest, because she had a really full life and she wants that for me. So I think I'm gonna end this video with some clips that I've taken of her over the years, and I've been doing a lot of reflecting recently. At one point when I started school, I started to get a little bit self-conscious of making my videos in a way, which right now just seems ridiculous. I was starting to get like a little bit self-conscious of like, oh, what are other people gonna think? But you know, life is too short, and I've been shown that lesson multiple times, to care if other people have judgments. And I'm really thankful that I did start filming videos when I did, because now I have a bunch of videos of her and memories with her, and I can go and watch them and hear her voice when I miss her. And I'm really glad that I did that. And like I said, she at one point loved being a part of my videos. She would want me to continue. I am going to miss her terribly, but here's a few clips of the special woman that helped to raise me.
Cheers to the blood transfusion. Look at the big plate full. And in plates.
Hi, Becky! Congratulations! Oh, my glasses on.
Oh, jeez. Pretend I'm doing something here. It's kind of ugly window. Like that green. I'd like a sweater that color. You didn't do this window.
There's no more icing.
Oh, it sounds good. Okay, now, do you think I should make another row now? I never know whether to go inside first. Look. Look at now this.
We're matching.
Cheese.
Oh, you want to take a picture? This is a video.
Oh. Cheese.
Okay.
Mmm.
No, what's your reaction?
I'm lost for words. So good. They're really good, Becky. Yeah. Wish they were bigger.
Oh. Do you want another one?
No, I can't have to eat this one first. One diet.
Right now,
Wave.
Hi, Becky.
Wave.
I hope I said.
Hello.
Oh, great supper, Beck. Nobody's saying nothing?
No, I said the vlog hasn't seen much of you
Oh.
today. What would you like to say?
I have nothing to say. I'm going to get supper. I'm hungry.
What are you having for supper?
Lazy man cabbage roll. Somebody gave me the recipe. And nice fresh rolls with
Ooh.
salad. Me and my tummy.
Nanny,
Yeah?
I got an early Christmas present for you.
For me?
Yeah.
Is it on Facebook?
No, close your eye.
Oh, is that ever nice? Nanny of a future. What's that big word?
Naturopathic.
Oh, that's precious. Thank you.
You can put it on your tree.
Yeah.
I haven't shown your tree.
I'll have to put it up here because it's, wow. Is that what you made me today? And
Not today.
Oh, that's not the one you wouldn't let me see.
No.
Because I was going to say if you did that and then showed it to me, I'd have swatted you. Merry Christmas! It's too high. They can stay in that hair. Oh, I needed biscuits. Soda biscuits. Oh, that's another big one like you got. My favorite. My best present ever. Becky made me my calendar, pictures and everything for every month. Okay, and then one more in that. A lot of work, and I want to show my mittens. And I got a nice hoodie, I guess you call it, and I got a special T-shirt from Becky that she made. Can you read or?
Mm-hmm. Nanny of a future naturopathic doctor.
Yeah, so I'll be able to wear that. And this is priceless. My oven mitts.
Her nickname from
Glennie
is
Bill called me Glennie.
my Papa Bill called her Glennie, so I'm cancer free.
Did you get it? Oh, great! Oh, they tell you? Did you ring the bell?
Mm-hmm.
Did you get a picture?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Aww.
Oh, isn't
My
that
God, look
beautiful?
at Becky.
Look at the books. The books come with it?
Yeah, no, they're just decoration.
Sunglasses.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the bill.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that'll be nice, Becky. Oh, thank you.
Look what's all in it.
Oh, look at all the stuff.
It's a face mask.
Face mask. Oh, you're gonna have faces?
Uh-huh.
Look at those we can plant in the garden.
They have very nice flowers. They're beautiful, Becky. Thank you very much for all the hard work. Really love it. Can't wait.
Even though she was sniffing
Can't
in the
wait.
backyard.
Can't wait to get my puzzles, my Lego. We like telling the girls I got Lego. Gee. Becky, what a beautiful necklace. Where'd you get it? And earrings to match.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely.